Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 1273. Today we're doing a little anatomy lesson on plantar fascia, right? So, let's talk about plantar fascia or plantar fasciitis, right? Plantar fasciitis is irritation of the plantar fascia. So, right here I got Mr. Skeleton Foot. You can see we have our pinky toe, we have our big toe. All right, we have our heel up here. If I move it like this, pinky toe, big toe, heel, right? So plantar fascia begins down here at the medial aspect of our heel, our calcaneus, and then goes up and then kind of divides into the different digits, right? As we look at this, you can kind of see from the side that it kind of supports some of the arch, okay, which will give us the mechanism of injury. Typically, like any tendinitises, remember a tendinitis or an itis in general is an irritation with inflammation to that tissue, that anatomical structure. Plantar fasciitis is no different. It's an itis to the plantar fascia. You know, they didn't work hard at naming it. So why does this get irritated? It gets irritated because we tug on it too much, right? And whenever we tug on any tissue too much, if we do it long enough, it typically gets irritated and inflamed, right? That's what happens with plantar fasciitis, okay? We, as humans of this era, typically have really shitty feet. We do that because we cover them in hard-soled shoes, which allows them to get deconditioned. If they're deconditioned, if those intrinsic muscles, all the muscles that do this, right, are all the muscles in our hands that make our fingers wiggle all around, all the muscles, the little muscles in our feet that make our toes wiggle all around, right? We don't do very well with them because they're always supported by a shoe, right, that keeps them together like this rather than moving all around. So imagine putting on a pair of mittens for your whole life and see how weak your hands would get, right? Especially if they were stiff mittens. Anyway, weird analogy, but the point is our foot gets deconditioned. As it gets deconditioned, we put more stress on this ligament. As we put more stress on that ligament, sooner or later it gets irritated. It barks at us, right? So if you don't want to be one of those statistics that gets plantar fasciitis, keep those feet nice and strong. Go back some of the WODdoc episodes, look at foot strengthening drills, all the stuff that I do with that, okay? Or just spend some time without your shoes on. Don't make sure you're not running down the street and weird stuff like that. Just try to do it when you're in a nice, safe environment like your house, your home. Make sure that you're able to not always be wearing supported hard-soled shoes. All right? Questions, comments? Questions, comments? I just want to do that. Throw them on below. And guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.